Welcome back everyone, I am Kylie the Cookie Crafter, and today I'm actually going to bring to you guys a Starbucks copycat recipe. Today we will be doing a copycat recipe for the Cranberry Bliss Bars, one of their super amazing seasonal items, and I really like it on their menu around the Christmas season. So if you guys would like to make a copycat recipe, then stay tuned in this video and let's get baking. As for the ingredients, you will need some granulated sugar, some flour. You will also need some white chocolate, an orange. You will need a pack of some cream cheese, some measuring cups, some brown sugar, baking powder, dried cranberries, some white chocolate chips, table salt, room temperature unsalted butter, also room temperature 2 large eggs, and some pure vanilla extract. I will also be using a grater and this sifter. So all the measurements for the ingredients will be shown on the screen now, and if you guys would like to, just take a screenshot so you can go shopping. Make sure your oven is adjusted to middle rack, and then come over here and preheat it for 350 degrees. First things first, we are going to prepare our pan. In order to do so, just take a piece of parchment paper and lay it at the bottom. And then spray it with some cooking spray. Now your pan is ready and we are going to set it aside till we need it. We let our butter come to room temperature, so you're going to need 2 of the packs. We are actually not going to use all of it. We will only be needing 12 tablespoons of the butter. We will be browning our butter, so preferably you will need a stainless steel pan. This just makes it easier to see when the color has browned. So add 12 tablespoons of your butter into the pan. This is the same as just 1.5 sticks of unsalted butter. And also make sure that you are using unsalted butter for this. It is very crucial. Turn on one of your burners to medium-high heat. Bring over your butter and let it melt in the pan. Now we are going to use a white spatula just to kind of mix it. The reason we are using the color white is just so that it's easier to see when the butter has browned. Once your butter is completely melted, it'll get foamy, and then you will just want to stir it with your rubber spatula a little bit as the time goes on for about 1 to 3 minutes while the butter browns. You will know that this is done when you can see some nice brown chunks in it, and then your butter, when you move it around, has this really nice golden brown color. So then you will remove it off the heat and pour it into a glass bowl. Make sure you get every last bit out because some of the flavor is actually in the burnt brown parts. And now you have some browned butter. While our brown butter cools, we will begin our next step. You will need a medium bowl. In the bowl, add 1.5 cups flour. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of some table salt. I am going to use a whisk to combine. Since the brown butter hasn't cooled yet, we are going to set our dry ingredients aside and we are going to start zesting our orange. Make sure to wash your orange first. You will be needing 1 teaspoon of the orange zest. In another glass medium bowl, we will combine our 1.5 cups of lightly packed brown sugar, and with the brown sugar, combine your cooled melted brown sugar, and then we will whisk that together. And also don't forget to add in all of the burnt brown pieces as well for the extra flavor. Now into this mixture, we will also add in our 1 teaspoon of some orange zest. We will also be adding in 2 teaspoons of some vanilla extract. And our 2 large room temperature eggs. Now combine all these ingredients together. After your wet and dry ingredients are completely combined, we are going to remove our whisks. Now you are going to need a spatula and we are going to gently fold in our dry ingredients. Do not overmix your mixture, so we will set that aside. Now we are going to chop our white chocolate. You will need 1 1/3 cup. And 3/4 cup of some dried cranberries. Now just fold in the chocolate and cranberries. Now that we finished our blondie mixture, we are going to pour it in our baking pan. Use the spatula to easily spread it around the pan. Now that the mixture is finished and all ready to be baked, we are going to bake it in our 350 degrees oven for 22 to 25 minutes. Alexa, set alarm for 23 minutes. It has been 22 minutes and we pulled our cranberry blondie base out of the oven, and now we are just going to let it cool until we can do our frosting. While the cranberry blondie base is finishing cooling, we are going to start the frosting. The first ingredient we are going to add is 1 pack of this room temperature cream cheese. Next, we will be adding 1.5 cups of some confectioner sugar, but when we add it, we are going to sift it into the bowl. Do not force any of the larger chunks through the sifter. We are just going to dump those in the trash and then sift our other 1/2 cup. One teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of some orange juice, we are going to add another teaspoon of our orange zest, in another smaller glass bowl, we are going to add 1 2/3 cups of the white chocolate chips. So far in this bowl, we have about 1 2/3 cups of some white chocolate to melt, and the leftover is about 2/3 cups of white chocolate that we will use to drizzle on the top. Now I'm going to do 30-second increments in the microwave to melt the chocolate. Now we are going to add the melted chocolate into this bowl. And that is all the ingredients for the frosting that we are now going to mix together. I am going to switch on over to a whisk. Now we are going to pour our frosting onto the blondie base and spread it out evenly. measure out a half a cup of some dried cranberries to sprinkle on top. Lastly, we are going to chop up the rest of the chocolate and then sprinkle that on top as well. Now just sprinkle on your white chocolate. Now we are just going to pop this in the fridge to completely cool down, then we can cut it up and serve it. I just took our bars out of the fridge. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more white chocolate and heat it in the microwave till it's melted. Then we will transfer it into this piping bag and drizzle it on top of our bars. Now let's drizzle on the white chocolate. Now that the bars are ready, let's take them out, kind of free away the parchment paper. And then let's cut them up. And now we have all of our homemade Starbucks Copycat Cranberry Bliss Bars. I just finished making the Starbucks Copycat recipe, and I do have to say that it tastes identical to the real Cranberry Bliss Bars. They are super delicious, perfect for any season, and I definitely recommend to give them a try. They are super delicious, and if you like them, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone!